Hi, I'm Alois Rosario. Welcome to session 6 of our training plan. So this is the second of our footwork sessions. Today we're going to start to focus on 3-ball drills. In the previous session we just focused on 2-ball drills, so now we're going to extend ourselves a little bit. As always, you need to start with your physical warm-up, and then we're going to move straight onto the table and do our on-table warm-up. Today's on-table warm-up is going to be some consistency practice, because remember, to work our footwork well, we need to be hitting the ball on the table consistently. So we're going to do some forehands to start with, remembering we're going to count this time to see how many hits we can do in a row. Just trying to get our consistency up. If you want, you can record these numbers on your consistency chart. Now you can do this either counter hitting, or if you want, you can do the same thing top spinning. Then we're going to move over and do the same thing on the backhand. 5 minutes each way. So we're going to do 3 footwork exercises for our training drills today. The first one we're going to do is 3 positions of forehand. Forehand from the forehand corner, forehand from the middle, forehand from the backhand corner, and then we need a big step back over to here to start the pattern again. 1, 2, 3. Big step. 1, 2, 3. So start forehand, forehand, forehand drill. These first 2 movements are small, so small movement, then a big one, back over to the starting. Big movement. Now you'll notice that all these movements are still the same. They're still just a sideways shuffle. In last session, we focused on the types of movements we were making and showed you how similar they were for all of our footwork movements. Again, we've got small movements here, just a sideways shuffle and a big movement. So remember, you can either counter hit or top spin with these drills, but the important part is that you've got to keep a lot of balls on the table to improve your footwork. So lastly, on this 3 forehand drill, there's a few different lengths of movement. So remember, these 2 are small. So it's here, small movement, small movement. Now to get that big movement back there, you must make sure that you're balanced and push off with your legs, your toes, all of your legs to get you back here and ready again. So in the middle of my footwork drills, just make sure you got some water on hand to make sure you're replacing the sweat that you're losing. So the next footwork drill we're going to do is starting to incorporate the backhand as well. So we're going to start with the backhand, then we're going to play a forehand from the middle, forehand from the corner. Backhand from the corner, then middle and forehand corner. So this is a little bit more like you would play in a game situation, playing the backhand from this position, but you'll notice it's quite similar to the previous drill we did, where we did forehand, forehand, and then instead of playing the backhand, we were doing a forehand from this corner. So we start with the backhand. We don't really have to move to that middle ball and then move to the forehand. Between the backhand and the first forehand, I'm in position, then I just need to move across. Backhand, forehand in position, move across, and back to the backhand. Again, if you're getting consistent at it, you can start to speed it up, start to add some top spins in. But remember, consistency will help you to improve your footwork. The next drill we're going to do is the classic Falkenberg drill. So the Falkenberg drill incorporates a couple of the drills we've done in the last session and this session. So we're starting with a backhand and forehand pivot, like we did in the previous session, and then we're moving across and playing a forehand from there. So it's backhand, forehand, pivot, move across for your forehand, and then back again. Backhand, forehand, pivot, move across and play your forehand. So most of the time we do this drill playing the backhand cross court, because when you pivot and play the forehand, in a game, most of the time you'd want to play a cross court with that ball. If you play the ball down the line, you're leaving yourself open wide on the forehand side. So we start with a backhand forehand pivot, then a wide forehand. So all our movements again are just sideways shuffling. This is a little shuffle and that's a big shuffle. Little shuffle to pivot, big shuffle to wide. So the hardest part of this drill is after you've pivoted to push across to that wide forehand. So we, in general, want to push across with that sideways shuffle. Sometimes, if it's really wide, then you can use the crossover step. So our match drill today is I'm going to serve short into the middle of the table. My training partner is going to push the ball wide out to my forehand and I'm going to practice that footwork movement out wide. I make a forehand topspin across and then it's a free rally. So we start with a short serve, okay, push wide, I move across, make a forehand topspin and then let's play out the rally. So I'll start with a short backspin serve. That makes it easier for Jeff to push the ball wide. And I move across, make the topspin and then we play the rally. So each of our training drills and our match drill today we're going to do for 15 minutes at a time, where I do the drill for 7 minutes, we have a 1 minute changeover and then Jeff does the drill for 7 minutes. So for games today, well, we're going to let you play free games for the whole 20 minutes. So play away to your heart's content. So now it's time to practice your serve. Today, what I want you to do is to pick your best serve. So the serve that you would do in a crucial match situation. So it could be the pendulum serve, or it might be the backhand serve, or the tomahawk. You choose. So I'm going to choose the pendulum serve, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice serving that serve to the middle and short. You can start to use some variations of spin, but I'm going to focus on getting it right into the middle of the table and keeping it short. When you're serving short, it's easier to serve short with backspin. If you're serving short with topspin, the topspin tends to kick off the table and want to go long. So initially you might want to start with just the backspin serves and then try a few different variations. So that's session 6 done. Don't forget to go and record your session in the Ping Skills Vault.